Cam Baisley with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey, hey.
Oh, got a little wink action in there.
Hey. And shot. The Warriors in the state final.
Welcome in, everybody. It is a Friday night. It's time for basketball. We are here at Mariemont, the home of the Warriors, and we're getting ready to see a varsity showdown between the Warriors of Mariemont and the Wildcats of Finneytown. This is Nathaniel Hipsley broadcasting along with
Frank Edwards.
Frank Edwards. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Ready to see some high school basketball action in CHL.
Well, we're standing by waiting for the players to come out. The lineups are being announced. What do you think we're going to see tonight?
You know, with both teams coming in here, Mariemont's been the hotter team of the two. In the last 8 games, they've won 6 of those 2 and only losses to Powerhouse Wyoming and Deer Park. So they've been winning the games they're supposed to and playing a lot better from the last matchup. When they played at Finneytown, they lost 59-51.
Finneytown is coming into this game. They've only won 1 game in the CHL, and it was against this Mariemont squad, a game you mentioned earlier. What do you think Finneytown has to do tonight in order to continue that success?
Well, one thing's for sure, they're going to make sure Holloway and Clay get their numbers, because that first game, as I noted earlier, was Holloway had 27 points and Clay had 21, and that's out of their 59 points. That's a lot. So they're going to have those two very active because they've had a rough year so far this year.
Well, this would be the first time, if Finneytown does manage to win tonight, that they would have a season sweep on Mariemont since 2015. It's been a while since they've done it. What would be able to get Mariemont to prevent them from going through with that tonight?
Taking care of the ball, make sure they're getting the bordering, get healthy shots. I mean, when I say healthy shots, good-looking shots, and rebound the ball. Be active.
We're about to have the opening lineup for the Warriors. And as we allow the Warriors to take the court, we're going to give the starting lineup for both sides. Over for Finneytown, tonight we'll have number 21, Mikkel Clay. Number 1, Cody Holloway. Number 2, Robert Berlew. Number 22, Jaden Gerbis. 23, his brother, Jordan Gerbis.
Some brothers action in here. Seeing some brothers action playing,
absolutely. Huh? There's actually brothers on both sides of the opposition tonight. We've got the brothers Gerbis, as well as for Mariemont, we've got the Malafa brothers, Ethan and Drew. Drew, the older brother, and Ethan, a freshman, making his debut. And it looks like we're about ready to get things underway here. Shadwell, the head umpire for tonight, about to tip things off and get us underway. Tip is up. Mikkel Clay able to bat it over to Finneytown to give them the first possession of the night.
Looks like Mariemont's going to start out in a 2-3 zone here.
And at the moment, Holloway holds at the top of the key.
Ball fakes and
Give is into the corner, and that's to Jaden Gerbis. It's not going to go.
One thing Finneytown's going to have to do is rotate the ball and have head fakes and penetration against the zone, and Mariemont's got to box out, because that's one thing about a zone defense. It's capable of having offensive rebounds like it was there, but a missed putback by Finneytown.
John Michael Senes to inbound the ball for the Warriors, their first possession of the night.
Finneytown starting out in about a 2-1-2 cat press here.
Senes looking to get the ball up the court, manages to pass it over to Cam Lackney. And it's going to be recovered by Finneytown. Moving up the court is Gerbis. Gerbis decides to pass inside to Clay. Clay muscles his way and gets the first basket of the night.
Clay's coming in as a 11th grader, 6'4", official.
And Borgerding had the ball stolen from him by Finneytown. Of course, it's back on its way with Mariemont now. Give is inside, and the shot from Senis is not going to fall. Second attempt put up by Ryan Matarese, not going to go as well. And stopping to pull up.
A lot of missed shots right now. No call there.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Ryan Matarese draws first blood for the Warriors. Gerbis decides to try from the outside, not even close.
Right. Looks like it'll be our first sub.
Borgerding going to try his first shot of the night. Foul before, and it's waved off.
Yeah, Finneytown's going to have to do a better job on stopping the ball on defense. They're letting him penetrate straight to the hole, and that's his go-to punch right there.
We'll see if we can shift things around on this next possession. Mariemont with good ball movement, and in the corner, it's Cam Lackney, but the shot is no good. It's going to be a travel on Finneytown, and it'll go back to the Warriors. Mustangs pressing up court. Feed is inside. Then out again, finding himself open. It's Jake Dougherty. The opportunity's gone. Tip pass is going to fall back into the hands of Finneytown.
Oh, wow. A little sloppy right now, but there's a big bucket.
And the shot is made by Robert Berlew.
No help side.
Warriors looking to get back in and strong to the hole.
Right now, as I'm watching this game, Finneytown's doing a good job attacking the hoop, but on defense, when their man beats them, there's no help side defense, and that's why we've had a couple fouls here drawn, and that's something they're going to have to fix if they want to win this game.
Looking to make his first attempts of the night is number 3, Gage McClure. First attempt is no good. Going to make the second. Yes, he does.
Mariemont's showing a press here. A little high 1-2-2 press, it looks like, to deny the middle. Nice pass.
Finneytown, nice off the back cut. Gets his own rebound, and that is Cam Thurman.
High skip pass there. It seemed like it was a rainbow.
Really scraped the ceiling there.
Yeah.
Scramble on the floor, but it will stay with the Warriors.
There's another one, straight to the bucket.
Right inside. Say hello, Jack Dougherty.
Get our first time out of the night, and I hope the coach is going to tell them what I've been talking about is they're not stopping the ball when they get beat because they're doing a good job everywhere else on the game. It's just, and that's going to be their Achilles heel right now. They got to make sure they have you always stop the ball. That's the #1 rule.
Coaches will circle up here. We'll take a look at that. Just beautiful on the backdoor cut by Dougherty.
Hopefully that's what the coach is talking about. You got to have your head on a swivel. Always know where the ball is on the floor.
You can imagine Reggie Hall has some strong words for his squad as he gets them ready to go out and defend.
Because as I look at the team on the floor, if I didn't know what their record was, I think they would be better than their 3-8 record right now because they've got big guys that could play. I'm still trying to figure out why they're not playing as well in the whole league because they have big guys, you know.
At the top of the key, it's Berlew going to try. He makes the three.
Big shot.
Give 5 to Berlew on the night already.
There's another.
But of course, on the other end, once again, this time it's Max McGowan.
Yeah, their help side defense is killing them right now.
Berlew trying to escape past the trap, manages to pass it off. Errant pass on the other side. And the Warriors will have another offensive possession. From beyond the arc, no good.
Oh, wow.
Missed opportunity there.
No box out.
Junior Jackson Stevens. And a traveling call is going to switch up possessions.
Mass substitution coming in. Looks like the whole squad of Mariemont.
Whole new platoon. And that's going to be something to look at tonight, as Reggie Hall usually likes to work with about 7 core guys, while on the other hand, Dave Caldwell, coach of the Warriors, likes to sub in quite a bit. Most of the guys on his team will see somewhat significant minutes tonight.
And that means you can play hard because you know you have a substitute coming in. Usually when you're only 6 or 7 deep, you got to be careful with fouls, not getting foul trouble. Then you got to reserve your energy too. So we'll see how that portrays in this whole game as it goes on.
Drawing the ball up the floor is going to be number 10, Cam Lackney.
It's going to be 5 fouls on Finneytown early on, and Mariemont has 0 in this first quarter.
Keep an eye on that foul trouble throughout the game. Could be an interesting developing story, especially with the lack of depth on the Finneytown side. And they're away.
Nice pass.
Off of the fast break. That's going to be Cody Holloway.
Leading scorer of the last game they played with 27. He's only a sophomore.
Got his first bucket of the night, hoping to make it more on this next possession.
We're going to get a traveling here.
Holloway can't believe it. Of course, the ball is going to go the other way. Bringing it up court, it's Lackney again. Gives off to Senes. Senes makes his way over to Borgerding, who spins around and makes a nice little floater.
Nice spin move inside there, but still, I'm not happy with my help side defense if I'm a Finneytown coach because that's a little too easy because he can make those all night.
Gerbis from the top of the key gives to Berlew. So on the other side, Holloway now has it, and he's traveled again.
It's a tough call, you know. All you can do is slow up a little bit because it's one of those 50-50s. You can see here is, you know, Bordering's taking it, but the help side's got to step up way earlier than that. It's got to be way earlier.
Back up court is Lackney. Give is inside to Borgerding. Puts it up, not going to go.
Nice pass, though. It was a nice look by Mariemont.
Head coach Dave Caldwell is fuming. Thinks that ought to have been a foul. He might have something there.
They've both been letting them play early on, so hopefully they stick with that.
Holloway from the outside tries a long 3 off the back iron.
Leading scorer from Mariemont coming in is Bordering at 12.4, and Holloway's at just right behind him at 12.4. So they're both got tied for averages in the
feed inside, quickly swarmed. And a tiny floater given in, will not go. Ball back with Berlew as he moves up the court. Holloway with a little no-look pass to try and get on the inside. Was that possibly an attempt to pass off the backboard?
You know, I have to say yes, just because how hard he hit that backboard. Too easy.
Borgerding wants it.
Another missed layup. He's missed a couple of those.
Doesn't quite go. I get the feeling he'll have plenty of opportunities to make up for that tonight. Clay tries to make a shot there, not much open. But Berleu's going to try and make it rain from the outside, also won't go.
We're going to get it traveling, but it's still a nice rebound by him, number 22. I believe it's 21. He's going to come out. Clay, he's active on the boards. He's just got to put that ball in the hoop.
He's actually third in the CHL with about 9 rebounds per game. So all told, he's averaging close to a double-double on the season.
He's just got to stay active, and as on Mariemont's side, they got to put a body on him.
Dougherty's looking to run almost uncontested to the hoop.
Yet again, like I said, that's something that I need to work on.
Fancy passing there from Finneytown as the finish is made by Berleu. That jacks him up to 7 on the night.
Talk about, that was at the buzzer. I didn't even know how much time was left, and as soon as I heard the buzzer go off, it just left his hand for a layup.
As the first quarter comes to a close, we'll take another look at that shot.
Here's a couple of made shots.
Beautiful pass out to Berleu, and he drains it.
Mostly all Mariemont's points have been layups.
They are getting good consistent pressure on the inside.
Right.
But despite all of that, Finneytown, from a nice couple clutch three-pointers from Berleu, is up 11-9 here at the end of the first quarter.
When these two teams met earlier in the year, Finneytown was up early, and it was 12-11 in that first quarter. So we'll see how the second quarter portrays, because Mariemont won the second quarter last game 20-11. See if they come out, put it to them. But right now it's pretty even, and Mariemont's coming in 8-6, 2-5 in the league, and Finneytown's 3-8 and 1-6, and they both look so similar, and the records are not similar.
Be back with Berleu, who gives over to Gerbis.
So Mariemont's changing their defense up. They get a turnover out of it.
Nice steal there, moving up the floor. And out from the corner, pass inside. Kick back out, give it to Dougherty. Not quite, though.
Almost another turnover.
Interference there on the pass over to Berleu, nearly taken away by Evan Sizer. Shot from the corner by Holloway, not going to fall.
They're traveling.
I think Sizer was trying to do a little too much there, trying to get that rebound.
Right, just fell down with it.
Accidentally traveled.
There's another turnover, and there's a foul after that.
Aside from all things on the scoreboard, everything else appears to be going Mariemont's way tonight.
Right, and that's the most important thing, is the one thing that's not going their way so far. I mean, it's still so early, we can't say that, but Finneytown's doing a good job early on.
Sizer's going to go ahead and bring the ball up court. Sizer sees something he likes on the inside, gives a pass, but unable to make out anything out of it.
I think that's Clay coming back in.
Coming on from the outside, Dougherty tries to hit a long two, just bounces out. Berleu standing at the top of the key, gives off to Gerbis.
It's a high 2-3 right now we're looking at.
And Holloway, looking from the corner, decides to go under the rim, doesn't quite make it, but the rebound will go to Clay, who banks it in with the foul.
Yeah, Clay's definitely active underneath. Mariemont's got to make sure they put a body on him.
First foul on Max McGowan of the night. Take a look at that again. Clay crashing boards.
Biggest lead of the night so far for Finneytown at 5.
Little mix-up on the floor. Possession arrow stays with the Warriors. Borgerding's going to come back into the game, hopefully adding a little bit of size, get some more attacking under the basket there. It's stolen by Berlew, who goes to take it himself, strong to the hole. Another 2 points, and Berlew is up to 9.
I'm interested to see what his career high is, because that's a lot of points for him.
Sizer from the outside tries a 3, not going to go. Reggie Hall calling out plays to his team. They listen in, and Clay is strong on the inside.
They're letting them play because there was a lot of contact in there.
Unlucky roll there. Dougherty finds himself guarded by Berlew on the outside.
Yeah, Berlew's already passed his average. He came into this game averaging 4.7 a game, so he's already...
Borgerding off the iron. Shot does not fall. Berlew's been busy tonight. Almost Gerbis wanted to, looked like he wanted to shoot there, but decides to pass it up looking for something better.
Tough shot there. Didn't have his feet set.
That was Max Sayuda trying to make his first shot of the game.
Out of bounds, another turnover. Mariemont's had a lot of turnovers here. That's why we have they're in a deficit right now, down by 7.
Sloppy play will allow a scrappy team like Finneytown to be able to keep their way in this thing, and so far they've already managed to get themselves out to a 7-point lead tonight.
Well, they're confident too. They've known they've beat these guys, you know, and that's also for their psyche. You know, they know that they've beat them, so they know they can beat them again, and vice versa. Mariemont might be thinking we lost to them, maybe they have our number. You know, you got to get that out of your mind quick if you want to get winning. I know Mariemont's been playing well because they were beating Wyoming, who's winning in the league right now at halftime just about a week ago.
Berlew surveys his options at the top of the key, gives over to Gerbis, nothing there. Going to try it again, Holloway involved, but it all runs through Berlew.
And something you're going to watch here in his next few minutes is they're going to make Mariemont come out of this defense because they're down. Obviously, there's a lot of game left, but you'll see here in a second if they keep just passing it back and forth, which I'll be interested to see if Finneytown keeps doing it because it'll make them come out.
Holloway inside, feeds it to Cameron Thurman, lays it in for a nice 2 points.
9-point lead right now. He's shocked to not see a timeout here after this next possession if they don't hit some buckets soon.
Borgerding denied. And it's going the other way with Gerbis.
They'll have to come out of this defense because I've seen stall ball too much. No shot clock, it happens, especially a team that's only won 3 games all year. They're going to try to get any W they can.
Gerbis has already looked a couple of times tonight like he might shoot the ball, keeps passing it up though.
As I said that, they came out of their defense into a man-to-man. It was just a matter of time. You've seen it happening, but also you see how far back Berlew's defenders playing him.
Gerbis finds himself inside, wrestling with the Warriors. Possession hour is going to keep it there. Look at that rejection. You got plenty of height on the inside there with Cam Thurman.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm just shocked right now. This is the first time I've seen Finneytown play all year, and they're a lot better than their record, in my opinion.
Would you attribute that to youth, or what do you think is the cause of not playing up to potential?
There's a lot of things I'm noticing right now. Like I said, remember that help side defense? Mariemont needs to go back to that. Somehow get their guys to drive to the basket and beat your guy because there's no one's going to set. That's something they've been, but they haven't been doing it, if you notice the last few minutes, and that's why they're down by the 9. But you got to tip your caps off to Finneytown. They're playing well right now.
give them credit. Teams are going to huddle up and try and work things out a little bit. Finneytown's going to try and keep pressing, and the Warriors are going to try and find themselves a way to get back in this thing.
Right. And it's something that's something that coaches have to notice and then talk about, especially during halftime, what worked for us in that first half, if there was something that worked, and it was taking it to the hoop. So we'll just see here what they're in this timeout, what's going to happen, because on the other hand, Finneytown doesn't have to take it to the basket as much because they're winning. They don't need to get out of control, but also that takes a lot of senior leadership, and you see their leaders on the team are underclassmen, so they're new to the varsity level. I see Finneytown being a good team the next few years for how young their youth is.
Absolutely. As long as you're able to take advantage of Holloway, a sophomore, Clay, a junior, they're going to be around at least for another year.
Right.
And hopefully some of those other younger guys, the brothers Gerbis, freshman and sophomore,
right,
as they're rising up, it could be looking pretty good.
Put it this way, the rest of the year I won't be surprised if Finneytown does upset some teams in the league.
Lou looking through his options here at the top of the key.
See, they're just being super patient, which I don't blame them. Don't push nothing. You're the one team that's winning.
Slowing things down a little bit. They're going to reset.
Especially Blue's defender. He is not on him at all when he has the ball.
Speaking of, Lou feeds inside, tries to get to Thurman.
Tough call there.
Hits him with the charge, and I don't think Thurman likes that call.
Yeah, you can see him here. It's just a kind of a power move. We'll see what happens underneath. I thought it was a travel at first, but we'll see his feet. Yeah, I guess he did take it. It was a tough, nice play by Mariemont.
Cam Lackney now with the ball. Gives it over to Max McGowan. Finds Dougherty on the other side.
Done a few Mariemont games this year, and something that's happened to them that they have had a drought on is scoring. In the Reading game earlier in the year, they were up 18-9 around this, but then they went on a drought for about a quarter and a half and didn't score, and Reading blew them out. So it's something to keep notice is when they don't score for a while, they don't.
Hopefully that's not the case here tonight. The last time these two teams played, as a shot goes in from Borgerding.
That's their first bucket, I believe, all quarter. And we're 1 minute and 40 seconds till halftime.
Hopefully they can pick it up, because the three-point shooting the last time these two teams played, as a shot falls from Berlew, give him 11 on the night.
That's
last time these two teams played, and I don't think I'm ever going to finish my sentence here. The scoring has become at a furious pace here.
That was a major breakdown there. I mean, there was no defenders back at all.
Credit Senes with the bucket.
Little jump trap here.
Got a good little nugget, but I think I'm going to hold it until the second half. Allow these boys to play their hearts out here on the court.
Kind of a smart decision here by Finneytown. I'm going to try. Oh, there's a turnover. As I say that, I jinxed him. That's how it always works, ain't it?
You could have, just look at this sequence here by Finneytown and Mariemont.
But something you just said also is we have to keep an eye on these fouls, because Finneytown has 18 fouls to Mariemont's 1. So they're going to get in foul trouble if they keep that up.
Stepping up to the line now is Senes, who will shoot his 2 shots.
Just 1.
Off the iron.
But no box out. No box out again.
Rebounded by Borgerding. And it's going to be Finneytown ball.
So that was good active play by Mariemont, getting that offensive rebound, but they didn't get rewarded for it.
And if it's at all possible, I would imagine Finneytown would be looking to just run out the clock here at the end of the first quarter.
As you said it, the same thing happened. They turned the ball over. Going to get another foul. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I think we got to stop jinxing things.
Right. Our Finneytown fans are going to say that to us. But also, Mariemont's got to take advantage of that, too, by hitting free throws. It's 2 missed free throws there. That could have been 4 points.
Warriors doing themselves no favors here as, again, Finneytown will probably attempt to run out the clock. And barring no added jinxes over from here from your favorite announcers.
Gotta get a turnover. He carried the ball. He did it twice. He let him go with it the first time.
In the interest of helping Finneytown execute what they're trying to do, I may just maintain radio silence for the next 20 seconds here.
Biggest lead of the night for Finneytown tonight has been 9. We're at 7 right now. Could get down all the way down to 4 if they hit a 3.
From the outside, Cam Lackney's going to try a nice long 3. Going to cut the lead to 4 going into the half.
Big shot. I mean, that's what I just said as I was thinking before it happened. I mean, they could get the lead down to 4, and they did. It was a 9-point game when they had the ball with a minute to go. But still, they were fighting and hit a big shot, big 3.
Well, as we roll into halftime, we're going to step aside and allow you to take a look at some of this game that's already transpired. Welcome back in, sports fans. We're getting ready to get the second half underway of the Mariemont Warriors and the Finneytown Wildcats. Halftime score is 20-16 Wildcats. Frank, what do you see for the second half?
Well, right now, leading all scorers is Roberto Ballou with 11 points, and he's only coming in averaging 4.6. So right now, I'm trying to see what's going to, I mean, he's been a surprise, you know, for Finneytown, and then got a surprise lead, but also they won earlier in the year. So we'll see what happens in the second half, see what teams come out playing harder.
Playing above his potential. Good for him. Second half gets started with Cam Lackney taking the ball up court.
And we got a new defense shown here by Finneytown. It's the first time they've shown a zone defense. So maybe the coach did see what I saw, was that help side defense was killing them, and as we say that, they
Max
might
McGowan tries a three-pointer from the outside, gets the second half underway by cutting the Finneytown lead to 1.
Yeah, it was a 20-9 at one point. So it's a 10-0 run right now for Finneytown to put that in at the end of the second quarter.
Holloway holding, trying to get an idea of what play they're going to run up. Sneaks inside, then outside to Berlew. Shot doesn't fall.
Hey, he was feeling it, you know. You got to keep shooting it when it might be your night, you know.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
I was a shooting guard, and sometimes that's for sure. You will shoot. The only way you can get out of a shooting slump is shoot yourself out of a slump sometimes.
Gerbis gives over. And
Tough.
On the inside, first points of the night.
Finneytown's into a, I don't know if he realizes he's in the zone. No, they're back into a man. That first series was just a zone defense they showed. I guess they came out of that quick when they hit that three-pointer.
Mariemont looking to try and take
Nice hustle.
an
there.
opportunity. Finneytown steals away, though. Moving up court, feed is to Clay. From the corner, shot no good.
Someone's got to stop ball.
And an attempt from Sizer on the outside, not going to go. But with the putback, that's going to close it to within 1.
No box out there by Finneytown. They got to make sure they box out.
Inside, Holloway tries a layup, not quite there. Sizer running down the floor on the opposite end.
Nice
Feeds
pass.
to Borgerding, it's in. And the first lead of the night for the Warriors, 23-22.
First night, they did have a lead early in the fourth quarter, but it's been a while since they did have that lead.
My mistake, thank you for the correction. First lead of the second half, we'll call it.
Right, there you go.
Berlew makes a long bank shot and retakes the lead for Finneytown. Sizer dribbles, surveys. Give is inside. McGowan shot no good.
In and out.
Clay now finds himself with the ball, but it's stripped by Borgerding, running up the court the other side.
Whoa.
That's going to be a charge.
Yeah, they're going to call it a block. Just got
Change is up. Yes, sir, I see it. Yeah, that's a nice putback right there.
nice pass there too.
Absolutely. And off the inbounds, Borgerding tries a shot, not going to go.
It's almost the same thing that's been happening in this start of this game. Say how it started was a lot of fouls by Finneytown. They already got quick 2 fouls. So as you say, we were talking about during halftime, a lot of guys with 2 fouls. They got to be careful.
From the outside corner, McGowan tries a 3.
Another offensive rebound.
Unsuccessful, but McGowan may get another shot here. And it's off the iron again. Out of bounds, heading with Finneytown. Holloway feints at making a drive, gives it back to Berlew.
Berlew's career high early on. We're going to get a technical just because of the afterwards, and that's not going to help your team out. That's something that's going to frustrate you as a coach because you don't ever want to talk back to the ref like that, especially when there was a foul.
And that's going to be another foul on Berlew.
Just pushing him, and he's having a great. As I was saying that, I was going to talk about this was his career high. Before that was 12. He's got 13 right now, but that technical is not. That doesn't help your team. I know you're having a great game scoring, but you never want to put your hands on another player. And tough break there.
An outburst from the young man results in a first attempt good from Cam Lackney on the other side. Second attempt is also made. For folks watching from home, you will see
right in front of the ref is what's so, teed him up. So he says, what? It's because you pushed him. I mean, you can't. I know you're frustrated. You just got to find a way to release your emotions without pushing the opponent.
And Lackney making him pay on the other end. He's an 86% free throw shooter. Dougherty trying to find his way out of a jam there inside.
There's a travel.
Finds his way to McGowan, but he traveled first. Berlew makes the give over to Holloway, who will get this offense rolling. Nice shot inside. Folks, I'm going to have to apologize for this. I can't find anywhere in my records a number 3 for Finneytown. I have looked up and down the scorers list, so for now I give credit to number 3 as he makes a beautiful steal and almost makes the layup on the other end.
He got bailed out by that foul, or I'd have been questioning what.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
Nice take to the bucket.
It was a beautiful finish. Free throw's no good.
Number 3 is Walker. Matthew Walker. Matthew Walker.
And to credit number 3, it's Matthew Walker.
Wow.
Foul on the other end.
An and one at that. It was an and one bucket. A nice relay pass in transition, and he took it to the hoop and does what he does well, and that's take it to the hoop.
Mariemont and Finneytown find themselves knotted up here 27-27, and Borgerding looking to break the tie.
A lot of missed free throws early on here, or this game for Mariemont.
And a lot of close games, hoping that doesn't come back to bite them. Rebound over to Mariemont. Errant pass doesn't find its way to McGowan, and it's out of bounds. Wildcats ball.
They had the right idea, but it was just a bad pass because Finneytown does a bad job by getting back on defense. And that's something they're not deep. They're not deep at all, where Mariemont's got a deep bench.
Berlew crosses up through the legs. Walker now off the foot of Mariemont. Give is out into the corner, and the shot is no good from Max Sayuta. Holloway finding himself pressured
by multiple defenders.
Backs out of it and gets ready to drive.
That's just, he had nowhere to go with it, and we're going to get a foul here.
It's an attempt at some hero ball, and it didn't quite work out there.
Definitely getting a little physical here. Ever since that technical, you have to be careful.
Well,
that's his third foul. That's Walker's third, so that's our first player with 3, I believe.
As the game progresses and we're still tied up here, it's looking like it's going to be a close one here to the end, and you wonder if both sides are not going to be regretting something if they lose. Finneytown regretting the fouls, And Mariemont on the other side regretting missing some free throws.
And free throws and missed bunnies.
Meanwhile, Sizer gives over to McGowan in the corner, looking for it, but the shot is no good. That was Senes. And Holloway now makes a drive inside, not finding anything.
Good defense.
Sayuta passes over to Berlew, who checks a three. Doesn't go. The rebound from Sayuta finds Holloway.
Gosh. Must have a rim blocker on that or something. No buckets going in for either team. So that's going to be another technical?
Another foul on Finneytown.
Another technical. Oh, my goodness.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's the fourth on Walker. He had provided a little bit of a spark for his team here in the second half. And just like that, you may have to sit down.
Just pushed him, and it was the same thing that the other player did for Finneytown. You can't do that. I mean, I know you could be frustrated about a play, but you can never, ever get to where you're pushing somebody. I mean, it's going to get called every time.
Sizer taking the shots on the other end. First shot, no good. Take a look here. Oh, that could be what the technical foul was about.
The no-look head buster, but he actually did push him too. If you watch a little bit, before that. So that was a good, nice view by our cameraman.
After Sizer makes the second free throw attempt, the Warriors do have a 1-point lead. A precarious 1-point lead, but they'll take it at this point.
Right.
Student section behind Sizer on their feet, ready to explode if the Warriors can make something happen here. McGowan makes a give over to Dougherty. Dougherty to Sizer. Sizer looking to move inside, gives to McGowan, who rises up and can't make the two-point shot.
Finneytown has numbers if they want to push it.
Sprinting down the floor, Sayuta in the corner, pressured by McGowan, tries to make it inside. The ball finds its way, as it has in this game, back to Berlew, gives inside to Clay, gets his own rebound and puts it back, regaining the lead. It's now 29-28, Finneytown Wildcats.
Yeah, something Clay's got to work on is his short game, around the basket, but once he gets in the power spot of the basketball hoop, you can tell he's kind of hard to stop because he's such a big body.
McGowan wants to move now, trails it clear over the basket, and it's back to Finneytown.
There's 45 seconds and counting. Finneytown with 1-point lead. It's been a kind of a seesaw quarter.
As Finneytown runs its offense, Borgerding getting ready on the side to check into the game.
We're going to get a timeout here.
The game drags on. We have a 1-point game here, and it's worth noting at this point, we're going to take a look real quick as Finneytown makes that bank shot.
It's been his, like I said, it's his career night so far. I believe he has 13.
It's been looking good for Finneytown thus far, probably better than they may have hoped going into this game.
Right. Well, but they've also cost themselves a couple fouls, couple technicals, but Mariemont didn't make them pay by only making one of those 4 free throws. So, Mariemont's probably kicking themselves in the butt right now because if they hit their free throws, they're definitely winning this game.
Well, it bears noting of the past 5 games played here at this location, Mariemont versus Finneytown, Mariemont has won 4 of 5. However, no game has been by more than 10 points. Mariemont won by 10 points once here, but the last meeting here was won by 2.
Right.
Another one was won by 2 points. They've all been very close games here of late. Something about this arena brings out something in the two teams where they're willing to fight it out until the end.
Right. Well, like I said early on, Finneytown's only league win is against Mariemont, and Mariemont's been playing really well. I mean, they both had Deer Park and Wyoming, who both are leading the league right now, to the ropes.
Berlew working his way up the court, gonna cross midcourt.
A lot of basketball action in the state of Ohio this weekend. We'll fly into the hoop.
Ball finds its way to Sayuta. Looks to be
a foul on Mariemont.
To be an inbound.
16 seconds here. Finneytown should try to find a good shot. And as I say that, they get a turnover. It just seems like every time I talk about Finneytown try to get a good shot or hold the ball, they turn it over as soon as I say that.
And Sizer will go ahead and inbound.
They're going to get a foul on that. Wow. I thought the ball was out of bounds. See if Mariemont can hit
Cam
themselves.
Lackney to the line. As I mentioned before, he's shooting at an 86% clip this year.
From the free throw line? Oh, so he's a pretty good free throw shooter. And as we say that, it's not their night free throws.
No, it is not. 86%, and he chooses now to miss.
Nailed it.
And the Finneytown faithful that have made their way over tonight explode.
Big three.
What a way to close out the quarter.
Who hit that three? I didn't even see it. It was made it that.
Who else but Berlew?
Wow. Berlew's having a ball game.
With that three, he moves himself up to 14 points on the night.
No, he already had a bucket too. I think he's got, I want to say 16.
Should be up to 16 then. He is reigning tonight.
His previous career high was 12. And that was early in the year against Stivers. So he's having a ball game, and that was a big, big three there. And then down here we had an 86% free throw shooter misses free throw. So trade that three to a couple points. I mean, Mariemont's kicking themselves in the butt. They should be winning this game. And when I say that, it's because they have so many missed free throws.
Well, this game seems to be all about bucking trends. And if you're wanting to see more of this game later, you've got the schedule on your screen so that you can see when to view the game. Both teams break huddle. They are ready to get things rolling here for a final quarter that is shaping up to be something special.
Yeah, we're in for a barn burner because I know Mariemont's not going to quit fighting, and Finneytown's not used to being in a lead. I'll tell you that. So we'll see what happens here.
A low-scoring affair, but I'm imagining that Finneytown is okay with that, as there is a tie-up, and the ball is going to
still Mariemont.
With Mariemont. Holloway checks into the game in place of Gerbis. Head coach Reggie Hall has the lineup he wants out there. McGowan looks for his options. Finds Lackney.
Wow, what a
stolen
nice.
Away Finneytown. Berlew on the move.
But stole right back.
Got a little sloppy there at the other end. And it
Nice
comes
pass.
in. Borgerding misses another layup.
Another offensive rebound.
Mariemont seems all sort of out of sorts offensively at the moment.
Well, right now, I'm like, yeah, if I'm Finneytown, I want them to go to the free throw line because they haven't hit one in a while.
Well, look at that. Time and time again,
That was a
Mariemont
foul. I
is
can't believe
unable
it
to
was
make easy shots.
Clay was all over his back and no call there. And there was another loose ball that they could have had, but finally a made free throw by Mariemont. It seems like it's been a long time since we've seen one.
It's going to take Borgerding, who shoots at a 64% clip, to finally redeem some three-point shooting. Misses the second, though, and it's going to remain 32-29 as Holloway looks to drive inside, makes the layup. Swells the lead to 5. And that was just a clean strip there by Cam Thurman. Takes it away from McGowan.
Man. Just not smart play.
Both sides are finding things a little sloppy right now. Change of possession as Mariemont stole it and Finneytown committed the foul. It's going to send McGowan to the line.
Finneytown's coach there was wanting to travel and said he got a foul, and he'll be in a double bonus after the next foul, but this is 1-1 right here, and finally they make that free throw. It seems like they have made one out of a bunch, but I haven't seen 2 in a row in a while. Maybe this will be the first one we'll see in a while.
Gowan takes a look up and knocks it home. We've got a 3-point ball game now as Berlew looks to keep his offensive night going. See if he can make himself a shot here.
We're going to get a foul. What I call this is, you see the foul discrepancy. Sorry, I couldn't get that word out. It's 9-4 right now, and whenever any game I've coached in, whenever you see fouls like that, you always see those miraculous no contact fouls like we just did there. Nice take there by Clay as I was talking.
The referees are trying to make up for some of the officiating. Lead is back up to 5. And Borgerding misses a shot. Berlew looks around, surveys his options, gives to Holloway inside. Doesn't have the shot, but the rebound goes to
Clay.
Who else? It's Mikel Clay, crashing boards, gets the and 1.
Some scores to notice it. Here's a replay here of Clay's rebound, but some scores to notice in the league right now. In the CHL, Reading's beating Deer Park at Finneytown 26-21 at halftime, and Indian Hill is up on Madeira.
Look at that. He just muscles his way in there. At 6'4" and 225 pounds, it's hard to stop Mikel Clay. Looking to get something going is Mariemont, and it's stolen away.
So if I'm Finneytown's coach, I might even call a timeout. I'm going to talk to my guys. We need to settle down. We're up by 7. We got about 5.5 minutes to go. Let's not get out of control. Let's run our offense and if we get a look inside or if we get penetration, we'll take it. But let's not take nothing too drastic. But you also don't want to play stall ball because it'll come back to haunt you and get you. We'll see how they play here in these last 5.5, being up by 7.
Holloway sees something he likes. Ball finds its way to Sayuda.
See a lot of standing around. See, as I said, that Finneytown, they got to make sure they're moving.
Thurman goes strong to the hole, gives it to Mikel Clay. Shot is up, and
wow.
It is in. Lead is back up to 9, matching the largest lead of the game for Finneytown.
Oh, wow. So we're sitting here right now with a 9-point lead, and luckily they got that offensive rebound. We want to say it was a last touch by Finneytown, so Mariemont keeps it.
Sizer looking to inbound here. Finds its way to
wide open.
A wide open Jack Borgerding who knocks it home. And maybe there's a little bit of life in this Mariemont offense.
Yeah, you can't leave. He's the leading scorer for them, and you leave him wide open in the corner like that. Might have to call a timeout here. We'll see what happens.
Bounce pass off of Sizer finds its way over to Holloway.
That'll put Finneytown at the 1-and-1 line. We'll see how they do from the free throw line. I haven't. You can see Bordering here in the corner. Just wide open, a big shot too.
Some good touch and stepping up to the line to shoot. A 1-1 is Cody Holloway, shooting 68% from the line on the year.
Nice shot.
Makes the first one. He'll earn himself a second opportunity. Try and get this lead up to 8.
Kind of rushed that one.
Off the back iron, and Mariemont will get to work. Making their way up floor, Senes with the ball. Sizer drives inside, draws some contact.
You can see him just drive it to the hoop here. Where's my help side? Just a little too late. Got to have my help side defense.
Sizer knocks the first one home. It's a good bet he'll knock the second one too. 76% free throw shooter.
But an offensive rebound. No, he didn't get an offense, sorry. But like you said there, I mean, we've been jinxing them all night.
I may just stop saying
that's
words.
A bad shot.
Michael Clay knocks it home anyway, and when it's going your way, it's going your way.
That's the play when you're a coach, you're saying no, 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 yes, because it goes in. I mean, that's. I mean, because they're winning. You know, it's a long shot. He's on the free throw, or not a free throw. He's on the three-point line, and he makes it.
It's a Carmelo Anthony shot right there. One of the most inefficient shots in the game is a very long two. Lucky there for Clay that he got it in. And Sizer hits a free throw on the other end.
Sizer looks like he has been the guy to hit free throws tonight for Mariemont, so he might be the guy they want on the line right now.
Looking for his second opportunity. Off the iron. Rebounded though by McGowan. Gives it inside to Senes, who's pressured. Senes back again on the perimeter, and it's Lackney making a contested three, and that's going to put it up 43-39. It's a 4-point Finneytown lead, and they're hanging on for dear life at this point in the game.
Well, yeah, and it's all coming down to. We'll see some baskets here on replay here. But some of the things I'm noticing in this game is Finneytown is giving them chance after chance by offensive rebound, but then on the other end, Mariemont's not hitting their free throws. They might hit one or two, but very rare they hit the 2 or 2. So that three's huge.
That's a beautiful dagger there by Lackney. It's the kind of shot that'll get the crowd back in it.
Right.
To be a huge factor here late. What do you think both coaches are saying to their teams right now?
To take care of the ball for one, not rush any shots like Clay did down here. Although he made it, to me, I'm still going to talk to him and say, hey, what are you doing, man? I mean, we know that shot went in, but they've got to make sure they box out. I mean, Finneytown just gave them multiple chances. And what's so rare about it is that's 2 3-pointers on offensive rebounds by Mariemont this quarter. You take those 2 threes away, that's 6 points. I mean, I know we can't look back at what ifs, but that's some big points that's made this game a lot closer.
Finneytown passing around as they're going to probably look to slow things down. Holloway cuts inside, gets himself a basket.
Nice take. He slithered through the defense.
On the Mariemont side, Coach Dave Caldwell is furious.
It just seems like I can't wait to see the stats of this game on how many free throws have been shot and how many's been made, obviously, but it just seems like there's been a lot of free throws.
Borgerding's going to go ahead and shoot 2. Try and cut this lead back to 4. Knocks home the first one. And irons the second.
Night.
Walker, who's checked back into the game even with the 4 fouls, was driving up. Cam Thurman now with the ball, gives it off to Berlew.
So Finneytown's calling their play in top. I'm interested to see what this does. There's just 3 minutes left. You're up by 5.
Holloway's looking to slow things down. Reach-in foul on Borgerding.
It's going to put him in the line to a 1-and-1, so these are big free throws here.
We'll see if Walker can make up for some of the hot-headed reactions earlier. Free throw doesn't go, and it's going to be back to Mariemont.
That didn't help them. You need them. They're so precious here, end of the game.
Steal though. Walker gives it to Holloway. Holloway with the
reverse
with the sauce.
That was a nice. Oh,
you will take that all day, and that'll probably be on the highlight reel for quite some time. As Berlew barely misses making another shot that probably would have been
a lot of action there in the last 30 seconds we just seen.
Let's take a look at that again.
See the steal here.
And he is just so fast and able to get up. Nice crossover.
Only a sophomore. Only a sophomore at that, too. He's got such a bright future. Like, he had 27 points in their first game, in their first matchup. So had a kind of a quiet night tonight, but missed a free throw, though. Another missed free throw. It's a missed free throw-a-thon by both teams. No offense.
Missed shot there by Borgerding, but he does get the second with the foul.
I thought it was on the floor myself, if I look back on it, but they count it, and that's the old-fashioned three if he makes it.
So Borgerding misses the three from the outside,
but
if he's able to make this free throw, he's able to redeem himself and get the full point value.
Easy putback, too, so change of events. You miss your free throws, they get a three-point play. It swings the game around, so Finneytown's giving them chances.
And with just over 2 minutes to go here, Finneytown up by 4, trying to close out this game and get their second CHL win of the season.
Nice cut.
Matt Walker inside, and that's not looking good for Mariemont.
That was a big night. I mean, that was a great cut to the basket there. Nice look, too, by the Pat. I mean, that's, hey, if I'm the coach on Finneytown, that's the only thing I'm wanting is anything that's open right to the lane, and that's. So there's going to be a lot of information being talked by both teams right now, with it being a deficit, what Mariemont's got to do, what they need to do to get back into it, and what Finneytown needs to do. And both things are both drastically different. Finneytown hasn't hit their free throws either. So if they get the rebound or miss a shot, they're going to foul early and foul now. On the other end, I think Mariemont's shooting better from three-point land than they are from free throws. So I'm going to defend the three-pointers, you know?
That does make sense. Hopefully Mariemont can hit some free throws to get back in this thing. Of course, on the other side, Finneytown's just, at this point, I might even consider attacking. I mean, you could obviously hold the ball and just try and run the clock out, but they've been doing so well driving inside. You may try and test out, see if you can just grow the lead and eventually just blow Mariemont out of the water.
Right. It seems like when the game gets out of hand, it's in Finneytown's favor. You know what I'm saying? Like when it gets sporadic and, you know, it just seems like they do give up points, but they get more points when it does turn out that way.
Very important possession here as Lackney starts from the top of the key, gives it over to Senes. Senes inside to McGowan. And he's going to give it up to Thurman. Holloway on the other end, gives it to Clay, and you know what's about to happen. Clay lays it up and in. That 2-point shot's going to hurt. Borgerding with an unbelievable shot. I doubt he could make that again if he tried.
He just flung it up there and fell on the ground like a flop, and there might be
An errant pass almost goes out of bounds, but Finneytown's going to be able to keep it. Gives inside to Thurman.
Miss Bunny.
Off the iron, but Clay managed to corral it back up, puts in the 2-point shot, and that's an 8-point lead with about a minute left to go here. And it's looking like the Finneytown Wildcats are going to be able to hang on, get their second CHL victory of the season. What a sequence of events.
Just a lot of, you know, they went after the loose ball and they got it.
nearly swatted out of bounds by Thurman. The shot from Lackney from 3 is not going to go.
Mariemont's got a foul. They got to do something.
I think Mariemont's finally realizing the inevitable is coming in. They do try and foul Thurman to slow the tide, and we'll see if he's able to hit his free throws here.
I don't think he's had any. He hasn't shot any tonight, so we'll see how he is from the line.
On the season, Thurman shoots 38%.
So they
if
might
you're
have
going to foul a guy, he would be the one. First shot, no good. He'll look to redeem himself on attempt number 2. No good from there either. Mariemont still with a tiny little bit of life here. McGowan from the outside trying to make it inside. Foul on Senes as he tries to put up. So that'll send Senes to the line. He on the season is not shooting very well himself, shooting 47% on the year.
Just been the story of the game. Achilles' heel right now is the missed free throws.
You know, I wonder what both coaches want to work on in practice tomorrow. I can imagine top of the clipboard is going to be make your free throws.
Just shooting free throws over and over and over.
Berlew hurls it to Clay, who banks it in. It's a 9-point Finneytown lead, and Berlew steals it back. Shot no good, put back up again, and it's going to go back to Mariemont. Well, unless something drastic happens here, it looks like Finneytown is going to come out of Warrior Nation with the win tonight. Coming up for Finneytown is going to be a game on the 22nd against New Richmond. And then a week from tonight, they're going to be at Wyoming, a team that they managed to play close at least the last time around. And then they close out January against Taylor. On the other hand, for Mariemont, on a week from tonight, they're at Madeira. This is a crucial stretch for them. If they manage to make some of these, they could find themselves in the upper echelon of the CHL. Three-point shot is made by Mariemont. They're also going to have the 29th against Indian Hill, and then they'll kick off February at Reading.
Yeah, it's still 6. That was a big 3 there they hit, but Finneytown held on there late. I mean, that's like I thought Mariemont was going to come back and take the lead, but whenever they got close enough, it seems like Finneytown was able to withstand the punches.
And I imagine this is a game that you'd love to have as a head coach. To have your young guys step up in a moment of crisis, be able to make your shots, maybe not your free throws, but they had strong enough stomachs to see it through to the end and get a win in a tough environment.
As I said from what I've seen from the eye test with Finneytown, I was like, I could see this team upsetting a couple teams. And to me, this is a good upset from how well Mariemont has been playing. I mean, they Deer Park and Wyoming, and they were up against Wyoming, who's been winning the league with only one loss at Purcell Marion this week, and Purcell's good. So, a big win for Finneytown.
Reggie Hall has to like the look of his team heading into next season. Of course, there's still plenty of this season left to play, but once this one is over, he can absolutely feel good about what he's got in store for next season. Borgering at the end trying to make a last effort attempt. McGowan, shot is no good. Time running down, they're not going to fight it. Holloway goes to make a shot at the other end, almost rejected by Borgering, but it's going to go in nonetheless, and your final score at the buzzer, Finneytown 58, Mariemont 49.
Hey, I mean, like I said, it was a big game. Finneytown played well. Mariemont shot themselves in the foot by missing so many free throws. Tip your caps off to Finneytown.
Absolutely. Well, as they come away here, Mariemont's going to have to get some things figured out before they start their crucial 3-game stretch against opponents that are right around them in the CHL standings. As for Finneytown, feel good about the win tonight and move on, try and upset the next one.
Right, yeah, it's a big win for the program. They've been in kind of doghouse with these last few years, and I like to see a CHL team get out of that. Me being a former CHL player myself, so it's good to see them get a big win.
Well, until the next time, until there's more ICRC-TV basketball, we're signing off tonight, and we'll see you next time.